There are moments in every life when the world seems to spin out of control. A lost job, a broken heart, or the sheer, chaotic pace of our daily routines can leave us feeling adrift and overwhelmed. But what if there was a way not just to survive these storms, but to find a calm center within them? Today, we will journey into the profound wisdom of Seneca, an ancient philosopher who mastered the art of maintaining inner peace in a tumultuous world. His teachings on Stoicism are not mere philosophical relics. They are practical, timeless strategies that have guided leaders, thinkers, and seekers for centuries. And they can empower us today. By the end of our time together, you will hold a toolkit of Stoic principles designed to cultivate mental fortitude, helping you reclaim command over your emotions and reactions, no matter what life may bring. So stay with me, and let us discover how these ancient secrets can illuminate the path to a calmer, more centered modern existence. If this journey resonates with you and you wish to support our work, the simplest way is to subscribe to our channel. It is a small, free gesture that allows us to continue bringing this content to you. I also encourage you to embrace this video in its entirety. Your presence here suggests you are not among the majority. You are one of the few who understands the value of deep inquiry, so consider yourself an exception. Number 1. Embrace the power of singular focus. Seneca's wisdom, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere," captures a vital truth, one often lost in our modern scramble to do more and be more. The principle of focusing on one activity at a time is central to the Stoic path, and it has the power to transform our daily lives. In a world that glamorizes the myth of multitasking, we must pause and question its true cost. When we attempt to do everything at once, we spread our attention thin, inviting mistakes and diminishing the quality of our work. The great Stoic emperor Marcus Aurelius echoed this sentiment, advising, "Concentrate every minute like a Roman, on doing what's in front of you with precise and genuine seriousness, and on freeing yourself from all other distractions." This focus isn't merely about productivity, it's about cultivating a mind that values depth over breadth. To concentrate on a single task is to immerse yourself fully in the present moment, whether it's a professional project, a creative pursuit, or a conversation with a loved one. This kind of deep engagement fosters a profound sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. As Plato might suggest, this singular focus allows us to touch a higher form of beauty and truth in our work, to give our absolute best and create something that resonates with excellence. The psychological benefits are immense. It lessens the cognitive burden on our brains, reducing stress and sharpening our ability to make sound decisions. Aristotle, who championed the development of virtue through habit, would see this practice as a way to cultivate temperance, the self-control to resist the siren call of distraction. By embracing this focused approach, we align not only with the Stoics, but with modern psychology, which confirms our brains are not built for juggling multiple complex tasks. The quality of our work, and indeed our lives, improves when we offer one thing at a time our undivided attention. It is a quiet rejection of chaos and an embrace of a more deliberate, purposeful way of being. As we practice this, we find that not only do our results improve, but so too does our overall well-being. Number 2. Wield philosophy to master your impulses. Seneca observed, "All the greatest torments are the result of an undisciplined mind." This insight reveals a deep truth about our nature. Our unchecked impulses can be the source of our greatest suffering. Stoicism offers a powerful framework for this challenge, emphasizing self-control and rational thought. It does not teach us to suppress our emotions, a strategy that is neither healthy nor sustainable, but to understand and manage them. This journey begins with self-awareness. As the Stoic teacher Epictetus declared, "No man is free who is not master of himself." True freedom, he argued, is found in self-mastery. By becoming more aware of our impulses and the triggers that ignite them, we can learn to respond with reason instead of instinct. This is not about denying our feelings, but about knowing them so intimately that our responses align with our highest values and long-term goals. The philosopher Aristotle also spoke of moderating our impulses through the cultivation of virtues. He taught that virtue lies in the golden mean, a balance between two extremes. Courage, for example, is the mean between recklessness and cowardice. Applying this to our impulses, we seek a balance between rash reaction and total inaction, aiming instead for thoughtful, deliberate responses that reflect the person we aspire to be. To practice philosophy as a guide is to make rational thought a habit. In his private meditations, Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself to align his thoughts with reason. "You have power over your mind," he wrote, "not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This perspective shifts our focus from external provocations to our internal response, granting us true control. By examining our impulses through the lens of timeless wisdom, we begin to make choices born not of fleeting emotion, but of careful reflection. This practice fortifies our minds and helps us live in harmony with our principles, leading to a life where decisions are made not in the heat of the moment, but with clarity and composure. It is about making philosophy not just something we study, but the very way we live. Number 3. Be prepared for all seasons of life. Seneca, a master of preparedness, famously wrote, "Rehearse them in your mind: exile, torture, war, shipwreck. All the terms of our human lot should be before our eyes." At first, this advice may sound dramatic, but Seneca's intention was not to cause alarm. It was to introduce the concept of mental preparation for life's inevitable trials, a cornerstone of Stoic resilience. This practice is known as premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of adversity. It involves visualizing challenging scenarios, not to stir up dread, but to soften the shock and pain when difficulties arise. Think of an athlete who trains in harsh conditions to build endurance for a competition. In the same way, by mentally rehearsing difficult situations, we train our minds to handle stress with less panic and more poise. This Stoic practice also deepens our appreciation for the present. When we contemplate how much worse things could be, our current problems often seem far less daunting. Applying this wisdom doesn't mean living in a state of constant anxiety. It is a realistic acknowledgement of life's fragility. For instance, if you worry about your job, instead of descending into fear, you could begin preparing. Update your resume. Learn a new skill. Explore other career paths. This way, should the worst happen, you are not caught off guard, but are positioned to respond with strength. This principle extends beyond personal crises to any significant life change, from financial downturns to personal loss. By remaining prepared, we not only shield ourselves from the initial shock, but also accelerate our recovery. We become less reactive and more responsive, a subtle but profound shift in how we navigate uncertainty. Seneca's counsel helps us forge a mind that is not overwhelmed by adversity but fortified against it. Through this Stoic lens, we see in every challenge not just the potential for hardship, but an opportunity for growth and renewal. Number 4. Willingly step into discomfort. Another profound insight from Seneca. Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. This idea is at the very heart of Stoicism. It speaks to a practice that can seem counterintuitive, voluntarily embracing hardship. This isn't about self-punishment. It's about deliberately choosing discomfort to fortify our resilience and expand our capacity to handle life's inevitable challenges. It is like a blacksmith forging a blade in fire and water, making it stronger with each trial. By consciously choosing to face difficulties, whether it's taking on a daunting project, speaking in public, or even embracing a simpler lifestyle, we enhance our mental toughness. Seneca's approach teaches us that when we step outside our comfort zones, we are not just testing our limits, we are expanding them. If you fear public speaking, for example, intentionally placing yourself in situations where you must speak can transform that fear into a skill. Over time, what once felt insurmountable becomes manageable. This Stoic practice is not about seeking suffering for its own sake, but about recognizing that growth is born from discomfort. It also helps us reset our own comfort thresholds. In a world that prioritizes ease, choosing the harder path can feel radical. But the Stoics ask us to redefine comfort itself. Is it merely the absence of difficulty? Or is it the presence of an inner strength that allows us to face whatever comes our way? By integrating this principle, we also learn to appreciate what we have more deeply. When we know we can endure less, the simple pleasures of life become richer. We build a life founded not on the avoidance of hardship, but on the bedrock of our own resilience. Each challenge we overcome is proof of our own capability, building a quiet, unshakable self-confidence. Let us then, in the spirit of Seneca, dare to step into the arena of voluntary hardship, for it is there we find not just our challenges, but the very keys to a stronger, more fulfilling life. Number 5. Release the narrative of victimization. Seneca wisely observed, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This is a stark reminder that our interpretation of events, not the events themselves, is often the true source of our pain. It is easy to fall into the trap of seeing ourselves as victims of circumstance, a mindset where life simply happens to us. Stoicism teaches us the power of perception. How we choose to see life's challenges profoundly shapes our experience of them. If we see ourselves as passive victims, we surrender our power. But if we see challenges as opportunities to grow, we remain in control of our response and can move through life with agency. Consider a common scenario. You are passed over for a promotion. The initial reaction might be to feel slighted or wronged. While these feelings are natural, Stoicism invites us to look deeper. Are we viewing this situation only through a lens of loss? What if instead we saw it as a chance to seek feedback, improve our skills, or even find a career path that is a better fit for our true aspirations? Avoiding self-victimization does not mean ignoring injustice. It means shifting our focus from what happens to us to how we respond. This shift is transformative. It moves us from a place of passive reaction to active participation in our own lives. We stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What can I learn from this? How can I grow from this?" Stoicism gives us the tools to detach from our initial emotional flare-ups and see the bigger picture. We cannot always control external events, but we can always control our perception of them. This mental freedom is empowering. By refusing to cast ourselves as the perpetual victim, we also foster healthier relationships built on mutual respect, not blame. In embracing the Stoic way, we break the chains of self-victimization. We become the authors of our own story, the architects of our own reality. This empowerment is the essence of a proactive and fulfilling life. Number 6. Find sanctuary in solitude. Seneca's advice to retire into yourself as much as possible highlights the profound value of solitude in Stoic philosophy. This is not a call for isolation, but an invitation to engage in deep self-reflection. In our hyper-connected world, the constant noise of daily life can easily drown out our inner voice, making it difficult to connect with our own values and purpose. Stoicism teaches that true solitude is not merely being alone. It is a rich state of self-communion. The benefits are profound. Marcus Aurelius frequently wrote of the importance of introspection, believing that self-knowledge was essential to a virtuous life. "Nowhere," he wrote, "can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." Solitude, then, is a sanctuary, a space to escape the demands of the world and focus on our inner landscape. It gives us the room to process our experiences, to untangle our thoughts and emotions without distraction, and to align our actions with our deepest principles. This alignment is crucial for living an authentic and fulfilling life. Aristotle, too, spoke of self-reflection as vital for achieving eudaimonia, or human flourishing. In solitude, we can assess our lives with honesty and make the adjustments needed to reflect our true aspirations. The Stoic practice of solitude also builds resilience. Epictetus saw it as a tool for fortifying the mind against adversity, a training ground for character and mental endurance. "It is in your power to withdraw yourself whenever you desire," he taught. "Perfect tranquility within consists in the good ordering of the mind." Moreover, time spent alone enriches our relationships. When we emerge from periods of quiet contemplation, we often find we have more to offer others: more empathy, more patience, more clarity. The Stoic path of solitude is not about escaping life, but about deepening our engagement with it. By retiring into ourselves, we gain the clarity and strength needed to act more wisely and lovingly in the world. As we conclude our discussion, it is clear that the teachings of Stoicism are not distant, abstract theories. They are living, practical strategies that empower us to lead more thoughtful, resilient, and purposeful lives. Through them, we learn the value of focus, the power of self-mastery, the wisdom of preparedness, the strength found in hardship, the freedom of accountability, and the clarity born of solitude. Each of these principles is an invitation to turn inward, to refine our character, and to meet life with courage and grace. Remember, Stoicism does not promise a life free from difficulty. Instead, it offers us the tools to navigate life's challenges with greater skill. It encourages us to see every obstacle as an opportunity to practice virtue, and every hardship as a chance to forge our resilience. By applying these ancient practices, we are not just surviving. We are thriving, cultivating a life of enduring peace and fulfillment that radiates from within. Let us continue this journey together, exploring how this timeless wisdom can guide us through the complexities of our modern world. If you wish to continue, consider one of the videos now on your screen, each designed to help you dive deeper into the practical art of Stoic living. Thank you for sharing your time with us. We are grateful for your curiosity and your commitment to growth. The path to wisdom is a lifelong journey, but every step taken is a step toward a more meaningful existence. Walk on, bravely.